Hi dears, welcome back to our IT class. In the last class, we had discussed the software Inkscape and studied some of its tools. In that video, I had mentioned that we have to create a poster to be included to the banner of a coffee shop. Do you remember that poster? See, this is the poster that we are going to prepare in this chapter. What all things can you see in this picture? Yes, a logo containing a cup and a saucer, then a text in a rectangle, taste the real taste of nature. Next, a text in curved form, a Kudumbashree initiative. Then a background picture, the text Rainbow Coffee Shop, and a small Malayalam text, Oru Kudumbashree Samrambham. Right. Let's start the preparation of the logo by creating a saucer first. See, this is the window of Inkscape. Here, we can see a page border, right? We will remove this page border first so that we can get enough space for our work. Okay, for that click on File menu and click on Document Properties. Here we can see a new window. See all of you. Then Show Page Border. The option Show Page Border is enabled here. We want to disable this option to remove the border. Okay, so click on this tick. See, the tick mark is off now. Now close this window. Okay, see, our page border is removed and we got enough space for our work. Okay, so let's start our first activity, creating a saucer. For that, first take the Create Circles tool, Circle tool, and draw an oval horizontally like this. Okay, now select the oval using Selection tool. Do you know how to select an object? Click on the Selection tool, that is the arrow tool here. This is the arrow tool and click on the object. See, the object is selected. Now our next step is to give a gradient effect for this oval, that is a light and shade effect. For that, click on Object menu and Fill and Stroke option. Then we can see a new window at the right side. Okay, now select the Fill option here, Fill option. Okay, and then select the Radial Gradient option, Radial Gradient. Now to give gradient effect, we have to select the Gradient option from the small arrow seen at the bottom of the toolbox here. Click on the arrow and take the option Gradient. Now look at our oval. We have seen two small circles and a square there. Okay. Normally, to give 3D or gradient effect, we will give dark color to the small circle at the end and white color at the middle square. Okay, look here, I have selected dark brown color at the small circle and white color in the middle square. Clear? Now we want to create more ovals like this. For that, select the object first using Selection tool. Click on Edit menu and click on Duplicate option. Or else you can right click over the object and take Duplicate option from there. We can see that a duplicate of the same object is created and is placed over that object. Okay, move that duplicate oval and apply gradient effect to that oval also. Here I am using light color outside and a dark color in the middle. Okay. Now select the object using Selection tool and decrease the size of the second oval, that is the duplicate oval. Use the Ctrl and Shift keys by pressing the Ctrl and Shift keys together and adjust the arrows at the sides of the oval to get the correct shape. Now place this oval in the middle of the first oval. Clear? Create as many ovals as you wish and adjust the positions to create a saucer like this. Note that for the first oval you have to give dark shade outside and light shade inside, whereas for the second oval you have to give light shade outside and dark shade inside. Now we want to set a base for this saucer. For that, create an oval horizontally again, a small oval. Select that oval and place it below the ovals we had made earlier. Now select that oval, click on Object menu and take the option Lower to Bottom. If we select this option, then the selected object will move at the bottom of the window. Adjust the position of the small oval to get the base of the saucer. Now try to move the saucer. We can't move it as a single object, right? So, to combine two or more objects in Inkscape, we can make use of the facility Group. For that, select all the objects, that is, draw a rectangle covering all the ovals. Click on Object menu, then click on the option Group. See, our saucer becomes a single object. Now try to move it. We can move all the ovals together. Clear? Listen, we have to study some more options from the Object menu. First one, Raise, to arrange one object above another object. Okay. Second one, Raise to Top, to arrange one object above all other objects. Third one, Lower, to arrange one object below another object. And last one, Lower to Bottom, to arrange one object below all other objects. It is difficult to understand the difference between these options. So let me give you an example to understand this. Suppose three children A, B and C are standing in a line with A in the front, B in the middle position and C in the last position. Then if you want to arrange B at the front, okay, arrange B at the front, you can use the Raise option. Raise option is used to arrange one object above another object. Now, if you want to send C at the front, you have to use Raise to Top because C is at the third position now. If you want to send C to the front, you can use Raise to Top above all other objects. Similarly, by sending backwards, if you want to send A at the back, last position, you can use Lower to Bottom. Okay, one object below all other objects. But if you want to send A in the middle position only, you can make use of Lower option. Clear? Okay students, it's time to wind up today's class. Hope all of you understood the portions we discussed today. We will continue our activities in the next class. Thank you.